welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't already know, I go by the name of Relevile Ntala and you guys are welcome. So in today's video, we're gonna be having a little girls talk video, and I'm basically gonna be touching on certain topics that you guys have suggested for me on Instagram. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did ask you guys to drop down any topic that you guys would want me to address in this video. So that is what we're going to be doing today. But before we get into anything, if you're here and you keep coming back but you still haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, be a part of the family, and let's grow together. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into this video. Okay guys, so I have my little notebook here which has every topic that you guys have suggested for me, and I'm just gonna go through it and then so the first topic that we have, let me just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 major topics, and then we have little topics underneath those 5 major topics. So the first topic is friendships. So under friendships, we have expectations, experiences, entitled friends, and beef inheritance. So we're just going to tackle that first, and then so with friendships, I'm going to start with experiences. I'm not gonna lie guys, my experiences with friends during the past few years has been horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it hasn't been horrible, but it hasn't been the greatest. I don't regret being friends with any of those people, but there's no but. I have learned a lot about myself, a lot about people, and I don't regret going through those things because somehow it does build your character. So yeah, I learned a lot about myself in those friendships, and I cherished every moment of the friendships, but right now it's over. And yeah, there's no bad blood at all. So yeah, with experiences, man, I don't even know what to say, and I'm not gonna make this a story time and tell you my history of friendships or what happened. Maybe that will be in another video, but we'll just see. With experiences, I've learned a lot. Basically, we live and we learn. That's how I perceive the whole thing. I lived and I learned from the friendships, and I don't regret any of them. There's no beef between me and those people, and yeah, that's really about it. And under experiences, we have expectations. Okay, so with expectations, I'd say don't expect anything. Do not expect anything. Don't do that to yourself, because when you expect, that's when you get disappointed, which sucks. Because in my previous friendships, I did expect a lot from them, because I personally am a very emotional person. I'm a very sensitive person, and when I love you as a friend, I love you as a friend. So yeah, I used to expect a lot from my friends because of that, and honestly, that was one of my bad, or should I say toxic traits, and we are going to talk about those later on. And yeah, I was never proud of that, but as I've said, we live and we learn. So yeah, okay, so we're gonna move on to entitled friends. I have experiences with this firsthand. I've experienced this firsthand, and it was a lot. Don't be an entitled friend. Don't feel that you are entitled to your friend's beef, your friend, or your friend's life, or your friend's relationship, or your friend's belongings. Don't feel entitled to any of those, because that is a bad trait, okay? That is a really bad trait, and it's not cute. It's really not cute. But yeah, like, I feel like it's a bad trait because, like, when you feel entitled, you tend to think that that person owes you something. They don't owe you anything. They don't owe you an explanation of why they hang out with other people. They don't owe you an explanation as to why they're dating a certain person. They don't owe you an explanation to anything. They don't owe you anything, okay? I just feel like when you feel that you're entitled, that's a huge red flag for me when it comes to friendship, when it comes to relationships. Like, don't feel entitled. And yeah, I've had experiences with that where my friends felt entitled to have a say in what I do, have a say in my relationship, all of that. It's not cute. It's really not cute. So yeah. And the last one is beef inheritance. With this one, it's very tricky, but personally for me, what I can say is that if we're very close friends, also it depends on the level, like how close we are, you get, it depends on how close we are. So if we're very close and there's someone who doesn't like me and who's always speaking foul against me or to people, and just really doesn't like me, and you guys are kiki, ha ha ha, I find that very shady. Like, Hallelujah too, what do you guys talk about? Like, I question our friendship, and I'll question your loyalty towards our friendship. It's just very weird, man. It's just very weird, and it's a very tricky subject. So like, with that, like, I expect you as my close friend to not to pick sides, but I don't know, man. I don't know how to put it, but like, it's just weird when you're hanging out with someone that obviously doesn't like me, that is verbal about how much they don't like me. Like, I'm gonna question for the buaka in, like, what is there to talk about? But yeah, no, obviously it's different for every person. Some don't mind it, some mind it, some just don't fucks with it. I personally, like, you guys can do medisana in public and you guys can be cool, but like, to a point where you guys now are going out together, and I just find that very shady, and no. And yeah, so now we're moving on to misandry and misandry versus feminism. So with this one, I'm not really gonna say much because I'm not into it as much. So yeah, the definition of misandry is the hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against men or boys in general. And then the definition of feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the ground of the equality of the sexes. Okay, so with misandry, I'm really not gonna say much on it because I don't hate men. But although I feel like people that are like that, they just might have had bad experiences with men, like horrible experiences with men, so they the whole gender. So I'm not really gonna say much about it. And yeah, with feminism, I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, but I do believe in some of the things that they stand for, like women equality. Well, a lot of the things that they stand for, like equality between men and women and so forth. So with that, also one thing that I've realized is that yes, we do empower women, and yes, we do encourage them to stand for their rights and so forth, but we do tend to forget about the boy child, with regards to how they are brought up and how they are taught to like treat women. And like, I feel like as much as we empower young women, empower women to like stand for their rights, we also need to educate the boy child on how to treat women, on basically show them that women and men are equals, and they shouldn't treat women like they are beneath them or something like that. I feel like it needs to be instilled in a very young age, and for both the girl child and the boy child. So that's my 2 cents on that. With the other topic, we have toxic traits. With toxic traits, I feel like a lot of people aren't aware. A lot of us aren't aware of our toxic traits, which is quite bad, and it may affect our lives and the people around us in a negative way. Actually, it does affect our lives in a negative way, the people around us in a negative way. And also, I feel like the people around us need to make us aware of our toxic traits and what we're doing that's affecting them negatively. I feel like they need to communicate. They need to communicate the things that we do that might be toxic, and also self-introspect. You get look into yourself. Is this how you want to be? Is this the kind of person that you want to be? Do a lot of soul searching, meditate. I feel like that also plays a really big role in identifying your toxic traits. So yeah, I have toxic traits. I have faced some of them. There are some that I'm still battling with, but we are getting there. So yeah. So the other topic we have is first dates. And the question is, who pays the bill on the first date? Okay, this one is quite a question. But honestly, I feel like whoever asks the other person to go on the date should pay for Omanyana, or you're the guy. You must pay. I feel like if I ask someone out on a date, I must pay. If they ask me on a date, then they must pay. I feel like that's just equal. I feel like that only makes sense. If I ask you out, I must pay. If you ask me out, you must pay. We might have different opinions when it comes to that, but yeah. But in most cases, the guy is obviously gonna be more than willing to pay, or they always want to pay. Well, not always, but like, yeah. And then the last one is PMSing. And then someone asked me to talk about period pains. I'm not really experienced in that. I don't know what to say when it comes to that, but I actually don't even know what to say about it. But like, I'll basically talk about my experience with period pains. My period pains are hectic. Like in high school, like early high school, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, they were so severe that I even had to go to hospital every time I had period pains to get a shot in my butt. That's how bad it was. And guys, it was terrible. I couldn't walk. The first day of my period, I couldn't walk because the pain was so unbearable. Yeah. But what I do to prep for my period date, I prepare 2 days in advance, because I know between those 2 days it might come like a day early, or 2 days early, or a day late, or 2 days late. So what I normally do is that I prep. I have my painkillers in plain sight. I have my hot water bottle in plain sight. And yeah, when they do arrive, I take a really hot bath. I drink my pills obviously after eating. You have to drink your pills after eating. And I use my hot water bottle and I stay in bed. Dress warm, stay in bed. Like, irregardless of how hot it is, dress warm, because the slightest bit of cold, like the slightest bit of cold, you get, like, it's game over. Period. Hopefully, there's, yeah. But yeah, no, I feel like I don't have much to say on that, but I've basically explained the experience I've had with period pains, and yeah. But my period pains right now aren't so severe. I don't have to go to the hospital anymore. I still do all those preparations for it, so yeah. I think that's where we're gonna end the video. Thank you guys so much for participating, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. But before we end this video, I'd like you guys to follow me on my social media pages. I go by the name of relebu.in on Instagram and relebuhile.in on Twitter. So if you guys haven't followed me, please go follow me. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, be a part of the family, and let's grow together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!